There's something about the night that brings your thoughts to life, isn't there? You lie in bed, lights off, body tired, but your mind? It's wide awake, replaying that argument from earlier, overthinking tomorrow's problems, or wondering if you've done enough. The Stoics faced the same battle centuries ago. Marcus Aurelius himself wrote that the hardest wars are fought in silence, in the mind. So tonight, let's learn how to win that war. Before we begin, if you're someone who's seeking peace in a noisy world, make sure to like the video and subscribe. Let's dive deep into the Stoic art of finding calm before you sleep. Number 1, the mind's night battles. Your mind doesn't rest just because your body does. When everything around you gets quiet, your thoughts start screaming. You remember what you should have said, what you shouldn't have done, and what might go wrong next. But Stoicism teaches that most of our suffering comes not from reality, but from our thoughts about reality. Epictetus said, "It's not things that disturb us, but our interpretation of them." The mind exaggerates, imagines, and repeats pain like an echo chamber. Before bed, your thoughts become the loudest because you've been running all day, distracted by work, screens, or noise. But once the world goes silent, your mind brings you the bill for everything you've ignored. The trick isn't to silence the mind by force, it's to stop feeding it. Like an engine, it keeps running because you keep giving it fuel, worry, regret, and fear. Try this. When your thoughts start racing, don't chase them. Watch them. Name them like clouds. That's worry. That's regret. That's tomorrow. They'll pass. Marcus Aurelius would remind himself, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you'll find strength. And if nothing works, just remind yourself, at least your mind is getting more steps in your fitness tracker. A little humor can calm the storm. Number 2, the art of letting go before sleep. Peace isn't found by fixing everything before bed. It's found by accepting that you can't. The Stoics understood that sleep is a sacred act of surrender. You can't control whether tomorrow comes, so why try to control what it brings? Each night is a small rehearsal for death, a reminder that you're not in charge of everything. And that's freeing, not frightening. When you let go, you reclaim your power. You're no longer trying to control what's beyond you. You're mastering yourself. Imagine setting down a heavy bag you've been carrying all day. That's what it feels like to forgive the world before you close your eyes. Tell yourself, today did its job. I did mine. Now I rest. That's not laziness. That's wisdom. Marcus Aurelius used to write his worries before sleep, not to fix them, but to release them. Try journaling. Write down everything that's on your mind. Then tell yourself, this can wait until morning. It's like cleaning your mind's desk before bed. No clutter, no chaos, just clarity. And if your brain still insists on arguing, tell it, fine, let's continue this debate at 7 a.m. It'll probably back off. Even your overthinking has a bedtime. Number 3, returning to the present moment. The Stoics mastered one simple truth. Peace lives only in the present. The past is a memory. The future is imagination. But your mind often plays ping pong between the two, forgetting where you actually are, right here in this quiet moment, safe and breathing. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." That's especially true at night. We replay mistakes that can't be undone, or we fear futures that may never come. So what's the solution? Anchor yourself. Feel your breath, the weight of your body, the softness of your pillow. These are your reminders that you are here, not trapped in thought. Breathing itself is Stoic. It's the only thing you control in both life and philosophy. Slow it down. Count to 4 as you breathe in, hold for 4, and exhale for 4. The body calms the mind. The present replaces panic. Remember, you can't think your way into peace. You must feel your way there. Sometimes the best wisdom is simple. Breathe, relax your shoulders, and realize that 99% of your worries don't deserve this kind of attention. If they did, they'd pay rent. Number 4, preparing the mind for rest. The Stoics believed in mental hygiene, cleaning your thoughts before bed the same way you brush your teeth. Don't go to sleep scrolling through noise, comparing your life to strangers, or watching chaos. You're feeding your brain poison and wondering why you can't rest. Instead, build a ritual. Maybe light a candle, play calm music, read a page for meditations, or write down 3 things you're grateful for. When you make peace your habit, peace becomes your nature. Marcus Aurelius didn't fall asleep worrying about the Roman Empire. He reflected on his actions, accepted his flaws, and rested in discipline. Try asking yourself 3 Stoic questions each night. What did I do well today? What can I do better? What do I let go of right now? That last question is gold, because real strength isn't holding on. It's knowing when to release. And if your mind still refuses to calm down, remind it that even philosophers needed sleep. If Marcus Aurelius could run an empire and still rest, you can definitely take a break from overthinking your Instagram story. Number 5, waking up renewed, not drained. Silencing your mind before bed isn't just about sleeping better. It's about living better. The Stoic who rests well wakes up strong. You start each day lighter, sharper, more grounded. Because last night, you didn't let your thoughts own you. You own them. Imagine beginning each morning not tired, but clear. Your energy goes toward what matters, not the ghosts of yesterday. You react less, think deeper, and move slower, not out of laziness, but from mastery. That's what peace feels like, quiet power. The Stoics saw every morning as a gift. Marcus wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to love, to enjoy." That privilege begins with last night's peace. Your sleep is your reset button, not an escape, but preparation for greatness. So tonight, don't fight your mind. Don't beg for sleep. Just sit with yourself, breathe, reflect, let go. Because inner peace isn't found in silence. It is the silence. And if you can master that, you've mastered life. Number 6, the weight you carry into the night. You ever notice how your bed feels heavier when your thoughts are? You lie down, and suddenly, it's not just your body resting. It's your regrets, guilt, and unfinished plans tucking in beside you. The Stoics believed that much of our unrest comes from dragging unnecessary burdens into each night. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Meaning, let go of the need to appear perfect. Most of your tension isn't physical, it's emotional armor. We carry too much, replaying mistakes from years ago or worrying about conversations that haven't even happened. Before bed, practice mental minimalism. Ask yourself, do I really need to think about this right now? If not, drop it. You'll sleep faster than any melatonin could manage. This doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means choosing when to face them. The night is for healing, not strategizing. Marcus Aurelius didn't conquer Rome in his dreams. He rested so he could conquer it when he woke up. Give yourself that same permission. And if your brain keeps whispering, "But what if?" whisper back, "We'll file that in the morning." You're not procrastinating. You're scheduling your sanity. Number 7, the stillness within chaos. You can't stop the world from being noisy, but you can stop giving it your attention. The Stoics lived in crowded cities, faced wars, plagues, and politics. Yet they still found stillness. How? By realizing that peace doesn't come from silence outside, but from silence inside. Seneca said, "To be calm is the highest achievement of the self." Your thoughts are like children. They get louder the more you try to quiet them. Instead of yelling back, sit with them. When your mind spirals at night, don't resist it. Observe it. Watch thoughts rise and fall like waves. You'll notice something powerful. None of them stay. Stillness isn't about an empty mind. It's about a steady one. It's knowing that chaos can't enter unless you open the door. So next time noise floods your head, imagine being a mountain. Storms pass, but you remain unmoved. And if all else fails, remind yourself, you're just lying in bed thinking about a text you sent 3 years ago. No one else remembers it. Not even the person you texted. Let go, philosopher. Let go. Number 8. How to detach from a day. The Stoics practiced something called premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils, to prepare for life's difficulties. But they also knew when to put the sword down. The battle ends at sunset. Before bed, you need a ritual of detachment, a clean cut between today and tomorrow. Picture your day like a book. You don't fall asleep mid-sentence. You close the chapter. Reflect briefly. What did I learn today? What tested me? What made me better? Then shut it. You don't need to reread the same page 50 times in your head. The Stoics understood that peace comes not from control, but from closure. Try this simple exercise. Say out loud, "Today is over." It sounds almost silly, but it signals your mind to stand down. Your brain's like an overprotective guard. It needs permission to rest. And if you still find yourself reanalyzing everything that went wrong, imagine Marcus Aurelius sitting beside you, looking unimpressed, sipping his wine like, "Really? We're losing sleep over that again." That image alone might save you an hour. Number 9. The freedom of accepting uncertainty. You can't predict tomorrow, and that's exactly why your mind panics at night. The Stoics didn't run from uncertainty. They befriended it. They saw it as the natural flow of life. Epictetus reminded his students, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." That's Stoic peace, accepting what's beyond you without resentment. When your thoughts spiral about the future, remind yourself, tomorrow will come whether you worry or not. Worrying doesn't buy control, it just rents anxiety. The wise prepare for what they can, and rest in faith for what they can't. Before sleep, visualize yourself handing your fears to the universe, or if you prefer, to Zeus, fate, or simply the unknown. Say, "I've done my part. The rest isn't mine." That simple sentence reclaims your peace. And if your inner control freak refuses to let go, tell it, "Fine, you're on night shift." See how long it lasts. Spoiler, not long. Even anxiety gets tired eventually. Number 10. Becoming your own sanctuary. The Stoics believe that true peace isn't found in temples, mountains, or monasteries. It's built within you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." That means you can be surrounded by noise, chaos, or uncertainty and still remain untouched, because your peace doesn't depend on the world anymore. To build that inner sanctuary, you must visit it daily. Every night, spend a few minutes in silence. No phone, no distractions, no trying to fix yourself. Just be. This isn't laziness, it's maintenance. You're tuning your instrument so that tomorrow you can play life beautifully. The more you practice this, the less life can shake you. People may test you, problems may arise, but you'll remain calm. Not because you don't care, but because you know what's worth caring about. That's real Stoicism, peace with purpose. And hey, if someone ever calls you too calm, take it as a compliment. It means you've mastered what most people spend their whole lives chasing, the art of being unbothered. At the end of the day, peace isn't something you stumble upon. It's something you create. The Stoics understood that your mind is both your battlefield and your sanctuary. You can't control what tomorrow brings, but you can choose how you meet it, rested, centered, and free from noise. Every night is a chance to return home to yourself, to lay down the weight of the day, and to remember that calm isn't found. It's built moment by moment. When you learn to silence your mind before bed, you stop being a prisoner of thought and become the master of your inner world. You sleep deeper, live clearer, and wake up with purpose, ready to face the world without being owned by it. Marcus Aurelius said, "The tranquility that comes when you stop caring what they say or think or do, only what you do, that's your peace. That's your power." So tonight, when the world quiets and your thoughts begin to stir, take a deep breath. Remind yourself, you've done enough, you are enough, and this moment is enough. Let go. rest, and let stillness do its work. Because a calm mind isn't just a peaceful night, it's the beginning of a powerful life. And if you found peace in this message, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it, so others can end their nights with the same stillness you're about to find. Sleep well, philosopher. The world can wait till morning.